Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, the beginning of the player reviews for the YouTube channel. Now, in regards to the other players that I have in my team, we're definitely going to be doing a review for them as I actually play the game on stream. But the way that we're going to be doing it for the 1 o'clock releases is going to be a little bit different because the footage that I'm going to collect is mostly going to be through online friendlies, and some of the players that I'm actually using in this team, even for the other reviews, will be used in online friendlies as well, because we want to be able to see how the player moves, because again, this year is very different. The attacking AI is very different, but some players still have certain base characteristics, and now that you can control attacking AI yourself, with the new feature, I think it's like LB and right stick, I still need to figure it out in game. That variable is a thing in the game, but you still need to see if a player's base characteristics are good enough to move into certain areas of the pitch really quickly. So with Tonali, we're going to be doing that in the midfield position, mostly in the CDM position, and then we're going to also be trying out the other players through division rivals, through friendlies, just to see how the player moves on the pitch. So this is being done on stream right now, so my guy with the subscription. But hey, let's go ahead and get started with Sandro Tonali. Now, the reason why I did this card is because he actually looks really solid, right? We're looking at a card that is 5'11", medium-high work rates, right-footed, 3-star skills. With the big kicker on this card is the fact that he has the 4-star weak foot. So, if you want to use a formation where you're using him in the center mid position or the CDM position, you want to play him on the left side, you can totally do that with this card because of the fact that he has that 4-star weak foot. I personally don't like to have CDMs or center mids that don't have the 4-star weak foot on the left side, unless they're actually left-footed themselves, right? So it's a pretty cool card in regards to that, and it's an 8K SBC, so not necessarily that bad. In regards to his in-game attributes, he's got 83 acceleration with 78 sprint speed, which is very, very solid because midfielders in this game move a little different. Like some players who have like 70 acceleration, 70 sprint speed for base card stats actually move across the pitch really, really nicely. So big thing for this card to have. Because I'm thinking right off the bat, shadow chemistry style, because medium-high defensive presence in the midfield area, right? In regards to his shooting, he's got 60 attacking positioning. Attacking positioning is also going to be very different this year. Not going to be similar to last year, because there's players this year that have like 65, 70, and they're moving across the pitch really nicely. So we're also going to be checking that out too. But he's got 60 finishing, 75 shot power. Very helpful if he does get into a position to shoot with his 4-star weak foot or his strong foot. In regards to his in-game passing abilities, base card stats look fantastic. You don't necessarily need to improve it. Dribbling on the card as a midfielder, very good as well for base card stats. Now, with Sandro Tonali's card, right? Couple of things that we have to take a look at in regards to chemistry style, because for me personally, I'm kind of thinking right off the bat with a shadow chemistry style, right? Give him that plus 10 for acceleration, plus 10 for sprint speed, as well as a defensive boost, which you can see over here, right? So because he is a medium-high work rate center mid, I personally want to use him and focus using him mostly in the CDM position. But you could potentially use him as a center mid. Again, his attacking AI could be very good, kind of like pushing forward. So we're going to be checking that out and seeing what his base characteristics are like, right? But with defense, improving it with the shadow chemistry style, obviously really important. And his base card stats for physical, it could be improved. You could totally give him an anchor chemistry style if you want, because 88 acceleration, 83 sprint speed is already pretty solid. And then boosting his physical and defense would also be really nice too. At Footbin, people have decided to give him a shadow the most. So it's a shadow or an anchor chemistry style combo. But again, I do want to see what his base characteristics are like. So the way that we're going to be lined up with Tonali in the team is going to be like this. We're going to be playing in the full chemistry friendly match. We're going to be using the 4-2-3-1. It's going to be very similar to last year, guys, because these players, some of them just have the same exact characteristics, right? So don't worry about these guys playing in the attack or whatever, like Saul up top and whatever, because it's just, I didn't need to see what Tonali is like playing in that position. The way that we want to see how Tonali plays is going to be with just cover center. The other CDM will be on cut pass lane, stay back while attacking, cover center. And then the 3 cams will be on bounce, and then the striker will be on getting behind, because I like João Felix on getting behind. He moves really well with it, right? So, yeah, stay back while attacking for the 4-2-3-1. But then the main one that I want to use is the 4-1-2-1-2, because of the bounce that we have in the midfield with Tonali playing in the CDM position, while Thomas Partey could just go play on the right side, right? So we're going to be doing reviews for those cards as well. when I'm not streaming and I could just edit the videos, right? So Thomas Partey on the right side, Tonali playing through the middle, and then Tonali will have stay back while attacking cover center, but also cut passing lanes. We'll tell these center mids to overcommit because, again, we want to see what Tonali is like on the defensive front without any boosts. So we'll just do all of that, and then the fullback will also overcommit as well. So let's try him on the 4-1-2-2, 4-2-3-1. Let's see if he's more defensive or attacking oriented and whether or not his average body type will be helpful in the defensive area. Okay, boys, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the 4-2-3-1 first. I'm kind of curious to see how he's going to move across the pitch. Okay, so we have to take into consideration that this R1 dribbling with Tonali is very important. And I'm going to tell you guys this right now. His body type could potentially be very, very nice to have in the CDM position, right? Because he looks a little bit stocky, which is very nice to have when you have your defensive and attacking characteristics. So this card actually could potentially be really good. It's this dribbling right here, so the R1. So this is already going to be responsive enough, right? Look, boom. Made that space right there. Not a bad fake shot. His skill moves is obviously not going to come off that great because he's going to be mainly a CDM. You can actually see that when I wasn't controlling him right there, the way that he went back into position was actually quite solid. Now they're on the attack. I switched to team press. He actually pushed up really nicely right there. Yeah, that R1 dribbling is actually really responsive with him. R1, RB, depends what console you're on, right? Yeah, just lose the ball right there. Let's see what he's like chasing after. He moves into empty space really well. So this is him on balance instructions, right? So I just want to see what he's like when he pushes up. His positioning is actually quite solid. Nice little dribble. Having the 4-star weak foot there, very helpful. It's these areas that I want to see if he attacks like drastically, and he doesn't, right? So the medium-high work rate's being very noticeable so far on the card. Nice. Nicely done. It's really nice. You know what? I'm going to keep this card because, again, the medium-high work rates, the fact that he can make 4-star weak foot plays in those situations, really, really nice. I think the card's going to be great, man. I think a big thing with this card is the fact that he has the body type. The body type's going to be so helpful, dude.
The hosts are struggling in terms of possession, but on the break they've been devastated.
Yeah, he's not going to attack. It's actually really solid because I have my CDMs mostly on... oh, there it is. First time shot. It's so funny because I actually feel like on balance instructions, he'll play that defensive characteristic of his the most, which will be really nice, man. I'm telling you guys. Let's try a long shot from here, actually. Blocked there, but it was okay there. It wasn't too bad. See how he doesn't overcommit into the attack? A little bit of shielding right there. Just kind of want to lose the ball a little bit to see what he's like defensively. I'm going to switch to the 4-1-2-2 now. And then we're going to try to apply team press. And we're going to see how that works. Oh, I don't know what's happening. I might actually score that. I don't know. Oh, we're just going to walk it into the net. So there we go. Interesting. Tonali nowhere to be found, by the way, so he's going to be very defensive oriented. On the 4-1-2-2, remember, we do have stay back while attacking cover center and cut passing lane, so I'm gonna like the card because I do really want to use him in that left center defenseman position if I make like a Serie A oriented team. I feel like he'll be really nice there. Okay, guys, so for this next game, that guy didn't really attack against me that much, so he was trolling a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and get into a game and see if we can get someone that actually does attack consistently against us. I'm going to try Tonali with the anchor chemistry style because I want to see if these defensive boosts that he gets, if it's good enough. We're going to be taking a look at it. Hakimi striker? What position does he play? I never seen his card this year, so I actually have no idea. I'm looking forward to the game. Alright guys, we'll start with the 4-1-2-2 right away then, since this team is more balanced for the 4-1-2-2. Yeah, he really stays back there with the stay back while attacking cut pass lane instruction for sure. Okay, we're going to chase after right now. Look at that, beautiful stuff. I do feel like I still want the shadow chemistry style though. Like what the thing is with the physical is boosting the aggression and stuff, right? Like you see that pace that he has, that initial acceleration that he has to kind of get into the space and defend nicely. That's really solid about the card, right?
An attack. In this case, it'll be two men up front.
Interesting. Even when I transition forward, look at how he kind of positions himself. He actually went into the center back area there. This card's going to be really sick. It's definitely worth it, guys. For 8K, man, like, all the base characteristics that he has to make him a good CDM is there, man. Nice little finish there, João Felix. Nicely done. His running is not bad with the anchor chemistry style. I just feel like if I had a little bit of that extra pace, it would be helpful. But at the same time, man, having the physical with a little bit of pace is really nice as well. Especially if you defend well enough, you know? Should be a regular goal right here, I think, with Porto. Nicely done. Love the finishing in this game, by the ways. Chat, I'm telling you guys this right now, this Tonali card, I think it's nice, man. Especially if it's an OTW and he gets like 1 or 2 informs. He's looking good, man. I love the way he feels when I defend with him, you know? And the fact that he's like agile enough as a CDM with his dribbling stats, with the R1 dribbling, is really, really solid, man. I mess with it a lot. See, this is him right here. So on stay back while attacking, just chilling there, man. Nice little tackle right there. Sometimes those head-on tackles are very inconsistent because EA don't really fix those head-on animations that well, but I mean, he still does a great job regardless, man. His positioning even right here in the middle is really nice. First time pass? Nice. Little dink of a pass is nice there. He's got decent base card stats for passing, so... Alright, guys, I'm going to switch back to the 4-2-3-1. Again, he is on balance instructions here, so I want to kind of see how he plays in that left center defensive position. Oh, that consistent ball roll touch, man. Still a thing, boys. Ball roll touch. We're going to put team press with 4-2-3-1 as well. And that opportunity over there, we're going to take off team press. A team press with the 4-2-3-1 I don't feel like is necessary. It's nice with like other formations. 4-2-3-1, a little shaky. I really like the way that the 4-2-3-1 plays on just the balance instruction, so... Oh, that one went right through him. Interceptions are a little strange in this game too, so... Can forgive him a little bit there too. But a shadow chemistry style, maybe he gets that, who knows.
That's a well-timed pass. Really bright-looking attack.
Whew, João Felix, man.
Wow, Felix. Well, he has the measure of his opponent.
Oh, look at him attacking right here.
And he's through here.
Oh, hits the post over there, unlucky. Shooting is not that great. The angle that I actually shot that ball from is actually, in a sense, realistic. Look at how he comes back into the defensive area without me doing anything. Right? Goes back into position really well. Medium-high work rates, obviously. Situations like this, another thing in this game is the fact that you actually have to really control those CDMs left and right, coming back, going forward, to really defend well enough. So it was cool that he actually utilized the empty space right there on the balance instruction. I don't think he would have done so on the stay back while attacking, but he saw their balance instruction will allow him to push a little bit because of the medium work rate, so not too bad right there. Alright guys, so final verdict on the Tonali card is that I think this card is really nice. I think for me personally, I would give him the shadow chemistry style because of the defensive boost that he's actually given in regards to, you know, different stats, right? Because I feel like interceptions is very strange in this game. Like, they don't really do it that often. So I feel like boosting it as much as possible would be very ideal. The thing that I noticed the most, right, is the fact that if I were to give him that extra +5 on acceleration, extra +5 on sprint speed, on stay back while attacking, cut passing lanes, and all that good stuff, with defensive stats like this, I actually think this card can make a very good CDM. Now, the whole concept of a player view for like a player like Tonali is the fact that this is a card that could potentially get upgraded, right? So for me personally, if this card were to get 1 or 2 informs, even just 1 inform, because I don't know how they're going to upgrade the cards in regards to giving cards informs, right? But if he gets 1 inform and you can boost his dribbling stats by +3s and 2s, as well as his acceleration, sprint speed, his defensive stats, because the defensive stats for base card stats is not bad. It actually works kind of well in this game, especially with the shadow chemistry style or the anchor chemistry style. It's just that imagine looking at this card with the shadow chemistry style, and then you're giving him that extra 2 on acceleration, extra 2 on sprint speed, as well as 2s and 3s for defending, right? His physical stats for base card stats would also hit the low 80s for that as well. So you are looking at potentially a very, very good CDM because of the 5'11 height and the body type that he has in game. So in my opinion, I think the card's really cool. He's definitely going to go into my Serie A team whenever we get to that certain point. Let me know what you guys think about me reviewing players through online friendlies for me to be able to analyze the player more, and whether or not you guys would like to see it more being done in Division Rivals, because the 1 o'clock releases, I feel like, will mostly be online friendlies. Potentially, I could get some Division Rivals games in there as well, but other players that are not through promos like SBCs and all that kind of stuff, they're going to be Division Rivals games, or even through Foot Draft, more competitive oriented. But either way, you guys know how the player reviews are. We kind of just like look at how the player behaves on the pitch, right? And to be honest, this Tonali card's really cool. Again, you could just get this version of the card right here, but you are paying for a potential or a nice upgrade, right? While the card is also 8K. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. More reviews to come in the future, boys. I have like a team with like João Felix, Porto, all these guys. We'll be taking a look at all of them as we move forward. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching the video.